Foolproof, barrel proof, cast strength, batch proof. What's the diff?
I'm a complete beginner looking to improve my palate and learn more about bourbon, so come along with me.
All right, barrel proof and cast strength. Barrel proof is basically what we say in America, and cast strength is basically what they say in Europe. But it means the same thing. It's the alcohol by volume, or the proof at which the bourbon comes out of the barrel. ATF ruling 79.9 states that bottling proof is no more than 2 degrees lower than the proof established when the spirit's gauged for tax determination. And that's when it's dumped out of the barrel. And the 2 degrees leeway, that kind of gives the producer a little bit of a fudge factor if there's any evaporation between when they actually dump it and when they do the bottling. Now, that doesn't mean that it's a single barrel. Lots of barrels can be dumped into a batch, some at higher proof, some are lower proof, and then they basically, whatever the resulting ABV of the batch is, that's what it is, basically without any water being added. Now, full proof, like this one, that's the barrel entry proof, and that's the proof that the bourbon went into the barrel. And in the U.S. for bourbon, of course, bourbon can go into a barrel no more than 125 proof. Now, most bourbon will go up in proof when it's aging because of some evaporation of the water. But after they dump the batch, they add a little water to bring it back up to that, bring it back down to that full proof, typically 125 proof. So barrel proof, cast strength, batch proof, everything in that bottle was in a barrel. Full proof, it probably had a little bit of water added to proof it down to the original entry point. So that's basically it. All right, as you know, I'm still working to develop my palate, and I've been working on the benchmark, and we did the benchmark 80, and then went from the benchmark 80 to the bottle and bond, which is 100 proof, and that's what I've been drinking for the last week. So I'm going to go ahead and going to taste that again, and then we're going to try a new bourbon, which is the benchmark full proof. So this is 125 proof. So it's a significant step up, but should have some more flavor. Should be less water and more flavor. So let's go ahead and give it a try. So this is the Bottled and Bond. It's a pretty good nose. And I'm starting where I can kind of smell the caramel in it. I can taste that caramel. Oh yeah. Okay. Before I put it on ice, let's go ahead and try the full proof. So this is benchmark full proof, and they look pretty much similar. I don't really think this is really any darker, which you would think it would be. Ooh, I can smell more alcohol in this one. I can smell some of the caramel, but there's a lot of alcohol in there. So this is my first try at a foolproof bourbon. It's got some heat to it. A lot of caramel, a little bite on the tongue, but yeah, it's really got some heat. Of course, I'm really not used to that high of a proof, but I can taste the caramel. So, but it does stick to the glass. That is for sure. I can really see that is really sticking to the glass. Okay, so let's put a little bit on ice on both of these guys and then try that. We got the bottle and bond and the foolproof. So we'll start out with the bottle and bond. And the ice, it does mellow it out. Okay, let's try the foolproof. Oh, it is stronger. I don't know if I can really taste the difference in taste. I can definitely taste the difference in heat. But I think that's what I need to do, is work on my palate. And I'll be drinking this for the next week and then come back and do another tasting. What we might do is taste all three. Go from the 80 to the 100 to the 125 and taste all three in one sitting. As you can see, there's not much of the 100 left. But we'll be working on that this week. So if you'd like to do the same thing, it doesn't have to be the same bourbons, but taste a bourbon, drink it over the course of the week, come back, taste it again, and just see if your palate's improved or if you're tasting different things. So drink responsibly, and in the meantime, enjoy.